Let's bring in the independent Senator Angus King of Maine. He caucuses with the Democrats. He's joining us now. He's a member of the Senate Intelligence Committee. Senator King, what do you think? What's your reaction to this pretty significant statement from the Director of National Intelligence?
Well, my first reaction, Wolf, is that this isn't a partisan issue. This isn't Democrats or Republicans. This is about informing the American people. The Director of National Intelligence, as you indicated, made a commitment to Congress and to the American people to make clear in real time what was going on in terms of foreign interference with our elections, and now they're reneging on their commitment. The question I have, Wolf, is who owns the intelligence? We're paying, the taxpayers of America are paying billions of dollars for the collection of intelligence, and we the people, should have the benefit, the knowledge that that intelligence brings. Learning about it next February or March doesn't do much good. We're talking about interference with our election this year, which we know is going on. The intelligence community has already told us that, and these briefings ought to be on a regular, updated basis, and just doing in writing doesn't cut it. I've been to hundreds of congressional hearings. I've never been to one where questions from the members didn't improve and deepen and provide context for the written testimony that was pre-filed. So this is a real step backwards. It's a real slap in the face to the American people who have a right to know what the intelligence community knows. That's what they're there for.
Well, what do you say to the president? You heard what he said earlier today, suggesting that you guys can't be trusted anymore because you leak information, sensitive, classified information that undermines U.S. national security.
Well, if people leak information, there's recourse. There's a way of holding them responsible. I don't believe, I've been on the Senate Intelligence Committee now for almost 8 years. I don't recall any times when anything was leaked from our committee. The important thing is to get the information out. And as long as you're not compromising what they call sources and methods, how we found the information, what we know about what foreigners are doing to interfere in our election should be made public because, Wolf, the intelligence community thinks of the president, the national security advisor, some members of Congress, the Defense Department as their customers. Well, I would argue that once every 4 years, the American people are their customers who need that information, that intelligence, in order to inform their decision on November 3rd. And to hold on to this information, to hold it back, to keep it away from the people's representatives. This isn't a Congress versus president. This is the public's right to know through their representatives in Congress. It's a real abdication, and it just doesn't smell right with one of the president's, big supporters who's now the Director of National Intelligence. All I want them to do is do what they said they were going to do. Give us the information in real time. If somebody leaks it, they can be held accountable. But that's no reason to deny the American people what our intelligence community is learning on a day-to-day basis.
Before I let you go, Senator King, is there anything you could do about it, you and your colleagues in the Senate and the House for that matter? Because there are specific laws that require the U.S. intelligence community to keep the top leadership of the House and Senate informed.
Well, I've already been in touch with some of the leadership of the Intelligence Committee that I serve on, and we're going to be meeting, I suspect, electronically in the next 24 hours to discuss this. Because I think they are in violation of specific requirements to keep us informed. And as I said, just giving you a written statement doesn't really do it. You need to be able to have questions to get the context, to get the details. That's when the important information becomes evident. And that's really what we need to be able to do.
I'll just leave our viewers with this quote from Radcliffe, the Director of National Intelligence, in this letter that he wrote to the Speaker, Nancy Pelosi, which they just got late today. He says this, he says, just sending written statements to the committees. He says, I believe this approach helps ensure to the maximum extent possible that the information ODNI provides the Congress in support of your oversight responsibilities on election security, foreign malign influence, and election interference is not misunderstood nor politicized. It will also better protect our sources and methods and most sensitive intelligence from additional unauthorized disclosures or misuse. That's his explanation for saying you're only going to get a written statement. You're not going to be able to ask any follow-up questions. Senator King, thanks so much for joining us.
Glad to be with you, Wolf.